Agnes Scott College. There it is. They're girls. Holy Jesus, where did they all come from? God, girls, they're so unintelligible to me. Running and screaming. They run after balls. Girls eat nachos. Come on.
These teams are step back and bring in the crazy.
Make an analogy. Civilized woman.
Look, see?
Here at Agnes Scott.
Smart women sweat. So what does being a girl mean to you?
Well, Caroline, it's a little more than having a vagina. It's pretty complex, actually.
It's been so long since I have looked for a girl, but I was pretty good at it in my day.
What does it mean to be a girl?
Yeah, I totally think that women should be, you know, in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant. I mean, don't you?
What's your opinion on girls and their importance to Agnes Scott?
And I was like, that's what I wanted. Yeah, you're the other team. What's the next one? Well, are you really filming me?
I guess I could tell the difference more than I can define a girl, except that they're God's gift to the world, I think. And by the way, when I am elected God, I'm going to make women in charge. I'm damn tired of these men running things.
I would say women and Scott know how to groove.
Would you classify yourself as a girl or a woman?
Myself as a girl or a woman?
Yes.
Let's see. I like to think I'm slightly more mature than the average person, so I guess I would classify myself as a woman, perhaps.
Okay,
Yeah,
well that's very understandable.
That's for me.
So is she comfortable with that, you know?
I'm okay with that.
Sometimes, yeah.
By the way, check out this amazing banana.
Does that have anything to do with girls?
Oh, yes, it does, Caroline Gordon.
Okay, so George W. Bush, girly president or girliest president?
I don't know. I think Bush Sr. might be girliest.
Agnes Scott College, okay? Girls' school without men or women's school without boys?
I think it's a little bit of both. When they're having fun, it's without the men because they're just goofing around and having a good time. When it's being serious, it's without boys because it kind of has this air of you gotta behave or else you can get in trouble.
I agree with that.
So does anyone have an interpretive dance about girliness?
You know, I'm still perfecting it, and I would prefer not to unveil it still. It's perfect.
For the camera. No. Oh, she wants to do a comment. And then our teacher, Drewsta, like slid over the tail on this skirt, and it was amazing. But that would not have been good manners.
Aw, sweet.
That is how girls show affection to one another.
Yes.
Whereas men have this specific hug. It's like this, like.
No one can't touch you, touch me. And then they could wrestle at this point.
Sure, yeah, that's good. Work it, work it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Hey, what's the difference between women and economics?
What's the difference?
Yeah, or some similarities, whichever.
One is a study and one is a person.
Well, if you haven't got enough money for a date, you really got to think fast, man. You got to really be fast on your feet.
Well, actually, being a man, I guess from that perspective, they're pretty much the same. No one has no idea how they work or what they mean ever.
What's the difference between a girl and an economics class?
Answer these questions.
Answer it.
Right over my head.
So, why is it so great to be a girl that loves economics?
Because then you have lots of money to go shopping and take pictures and develop them and other cool stuff.
Drug dealers make such and such money, and we did some sort of graphing that we would do in real economics class, but but with drug dealers and pot.
In your estimation, which is more important to Agnes Scott, economics or girls?
Art history.
What are the similarities? I think that's a far more interesting question.
What are the similarities between women and economics?
And it's difficult for me to understand.
Economics.
Both affect our society.
I think economics functions on a more or less cyclical, understandable set of rules, whereas women...
They're also cyclical.
Yeah.
They're cyclical.
Well, girl? Define what you mean by girl. A young woman?
A young woman, yes.
Academics is practical, like a woman is. Logical. Very useful in lots of situations.
So, anyway, that's the story of my life.